Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Chris back here for another live stream. I want to take a few minutes to make sure this chat is working. I've had some issues. I hit one thing on a test thing and a bunch of chat messages were showing up. So if you guys are seeing that, let me know and we'll switch it real quick. I'm going to leave the chat on for sure. It's just a matter if I want to have it live on the video or not. So we'll see. I want to check this out. Like I said, now that it's live, I'm hoping maybe it works out. Simon, what's going on? Yes, welcome. I'm excited, and hopefully we can get this thing going real quick.
Bells is now open and excited to welcome you back into our stores. And
I was just saying how we're having a little issue with the chat.
on thousands of new
I want to see if this thing is working.
It's just a matter if I want it.
Yeah, it looks, if you guys could chime in on the chat real quick. Basically, it's showing up just multiple message at a time. I try restarting it. Fresh welcome. Definitely North Carolina's the team to battle on recruiting. And definitely with what they're able to do, with what you guys have seen, North Carolina is definitely one of those teams, or maybe the team that Miami has to compete with the most in the Coastal. But you guys saw in that last game, I played Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech looks tough too. And again, I'm on this main screen of the top targets, just making sure the stream's ready to go. I think you guys are seeing what I'm seeing with the multiple messages here, but hopefully things will work out. If not, like I said, I'll stretch the screen. We'll cover the chat on the video and we'll keep the chat going off to the right. Just want to test it out just a little bit here. And again, you see our top targets. Simon's predicting 3 commits. I hope so. I'm ready to get some of these guys off the board and really focus on some of these other guys. So that's what we're doing there. Again, just taking a little bit of time. I hate doing this. But anyways, I can touch on something real quick. Anybody that saw that Romello Brinson video I did, check that out. Little practice simulation. I've been doing those sneak peeks. You guys have seen the teams. But implementing the high schools in it, I think, was really cool. I have some ideas to do with that in the future. Yeah, you're seeing the multiple message. Hold on. Let me stop. I'm not going to mess with this. Okay, we're just going to do that for now. But anyways, I can still read your chats, your messages. It was just showing up on the screen weird. Okay, let's get right into this. I don't want to take too much time. We've already taken a couple minutes here. Real quick, shout out to everybody that's here right now. George, Simon, Fresh. I already saw you guys. Anyone else that's listening, definitely glad to hear. You can always watch this thing back as well. And let's just go through the board. Again, if you're new here, the way it works is I'm going to finish out the week after we play the game, advance a week, and then we'll crank out some recruiting. Hopefully we get some commits. And this is just a quick recap of our board before we go forward. Again, Franklin, we've got leads on these guys. I want to see some commits. Joseph is scheduled to visit week 13. We are in week 11 right now. Seymour's the same way. I think we'll get commits from all these guys that we're in the lead with. I feel like Franklin's going to be tough. It's been tough all along. McLaughlin's going to be tough to get. Borregales is becoming tough. He still has to visit Florida State, so we could lose that lead again. But we're just going to stay on him as much as possible. We moved Buchanan up the board. We felt like more points were needed for him. So this is going to be, we'll see the effects of that, how much of an impact that'll make. Yeah, Bama going down. You saw that. That was the big news. Bama was ranked number 1. They played LSU, who was, I think, 3. We're 4. And so, yeah, you see Alabama go down. You know, McLaughlin is the guy real quick that Alabama leads for, so you're hoping that happens. And then Seymour as well. Alabama's in the picture. So we're hoping there's some effects to that. And we keep winning. Last game was so tough. Man, I know there were some things. Trust me, like I know, sir, it wasn't pretty. I was trying to do things, and maybe I should have showed you guys the ratings of Virginia Tech's players, but they were just good. I don't know what else to tell you. Like, I would have wanted to open it up more. I was keeping it under control until that fourth quarter got away from me with the interceptions and some stuff there, but it was definitely tough, and I don't know if the weather made an impact. They had good, like I said, they had a lot of 90s on the team. This is Virginia Tech, but we got that win. Not every game's going to be 50 points. What's crazy is, though, and maybe you guys see it too, like the way I'm looking at it is Atari Dukes. This is the big one, guys. You guys remember this last week? We found Atari Dukes, number 6 rated tight end. We've got a really good shot with him, I think, because no one's offered him or really recruiting him. And so I feel like we can make that jump. We're doing really well with Brevin Jordan, so that should help. Simon wants 4 commits. Now, I know you're predicting 3. Yeah, Joseph, Perry, George, and Brock. Yeah, at some point, I think those guys are going to break. And Boyd's another one. Did I already skip over him? Yeah, Boyd's another one we have a huge lead on. Excited about him. He seemed like he's got some good speed ratings. So yeah, Dukes is the big one this week. Again, I'd like to put a bunch more points on him. Hopefully we get some commits. That's one I would like to do. Jack Brown, I'm excited about that one as well. Gibson, we decided to invite on a visit and decided to offer. Trevor Davis is another new guy I'm really excited about. So Dukes and Davis were the 2 new guys for this week. After doing the scouting last week, you guys were a big help on all that. Again, Davis is quarterback safety kind of athlete. I can show you his ratings real quick based on the scouting we've done. We've done 50%, and we can do another 50% if we want, but I feel like we kind of have an idea exactly what this guy is in terms of his skills. George, run the ball more, Chris. Yeah, more dives. Yeah, that shotgun dive works. I think, I feel like the run plays I have now are way better than what was going on at the beginning of the year. I felt like that was part of it. And another thing you guys got to keep in mind is, and I know it's hard to say, you guys are diehard Miami fans, but like the guys aren't nearly as good as what they need to be like in particular with the run game. The offensive line is just okay. Harris has just kind of got okay ratings. And also it's kind of tough to do everything, but I do like, if you guys want to think about the future a little bit, with what Don Chaney Jr. has been able to do, I feel like he could get some big ratings boost in the offseason and be a really good player for next year moving forward. So again, 4 commits. Our class is ranked in the 50s, but I think we can quickly jump up. I'm not concerned. I'd like it to be higher at this point. That's why I want to get these commits. Drew's another one we've been staying on, and number 9 quarterback in the country. It seems like we can get him if we want him. We've not scouted 10%, so we don't really know exactly how good he is. Yeah, that flex spread dive, that's what I use a lot. I think that if you look at the Florida State game, I was using a lot, and Florida State was leaving it open, which helps in the passing game, and I was able to run a lot out of that using that play. And then Virginia Tech had their linebacker, I think he's their best defensive player, number 4. Holyfield there, and he covered up a lot, but then they'd bring a safety in the box too. And so it just made it tough. It was just a tough game. I don't know. There's a reason why they were ranked 12th in the country, playing on the road in the snow, all these factors, but we got that win. But what I was saying was, I feel like there's been strides being made, like playing better for the most part, running the ball better, defense, you saw that last week, pretty good. But I feel like the best is yet to come. Like, I feel like there's more I could be doing. I feel like I can put it all together. So we got a Duke game next in week 12. So that'll be good. Okay, Simon wants to focus on getting the big wins before the stats. The INT could have cost King the Heisman. I agree. And I wish I could have put a better 4 quarters together. I will say, though, like, it is a lot. I'm noticing like just a, I wouldn't say, I don't know if pressure is the right word, but I'll just say I'm trying to do everything. Is the best way I can explain it. Like I'm trying to be really good on defense, have Rousseau have a All-American season, King get the Heisman, try to run the ball more, win by a million. Like there's just a lot kind of going into it. But yeah, here we are. Number 4, 9-0. We're going to move up probably one spot. We've got tough games coming up. So Virginia, so it goes Duke, then Virginia, then Pitt is how it closes out the regular season. And it looks like we're going to face Louisville in the ACC championship game. So that'll be a tough one. If that's who we face. It'd be Louisville or Syracuse, it looks like. But I think it'll be Louisville has 1 loss. Syracuse has 2 at this point. All right, we got 3 commits, guys. This is huge news. We got 2 5-star commits. Austin Joseph, our quarterback, commits without visiting. Perry George, 5-star defensive end, the number 1 ranked defensive end in the country, also committed. And Chad Boyd, our sleeper linebacker with really good speed, has also committed. So we did get the 3 commits. Shout out to Simon for predicting 3 commits. Big news for everybody involved. Disappointing Michael McLaughlin goes to Ole Miss. So we thought it was Alabama was leading, then he flips, and then we were 2, and then Ole Miss jumps everybody and grabs them. Okay, so that's the 3 commits. We lose out of McLaughlin. So basically 4 guys coming off the board. That's big time for our points. We need everybody locked in and drop it in the comments so you can tell me how you want to do that. Okay, Cliff is ready to visit. Again, sleeper tackle has been on our board for a while. And then Trevor Davis. So they do have him as a quarterback. That's interesting. Even though he's an athlete, we get the little sneak peek quarterback stat there. Okay. That's huge. Big time. Again, we got our points from last week. We are moving up. We are moving up here. I want to see... Man, we got 3 commit. Okay, we've got to see where we're at. Wow, we've got so many more points now. We are going to be here all day working on this. No, I can't do that. Okay, here we go. I want to look at top classes because we were like 51st, I think, last week. Okay, we jumped to 17. That's big time. It's kind of like how coaches say ratings don't matter until they matter. Like, yeah, I didn't care that it was 51st, but now that it's in our favor and we jumped to 17th, now I'm all about it, right? Now how it works. Okay, but we definitely can keep going up. The 2 5-stars. Okay, it's tied for tops in the country. That's big time. We're going to fill in the rest. I don't know if we can get that number 1 class, but we definitely can be top 10. Okay, let's go up here. Recruiting board. Hold on. I want to go back. I want to go back. And here we go. Top class. I want to look at our class as a whole so you guys can see it, our signings. So here's the 7 we have now. We get Austin. That's big time. We get that 5-star quarterback we've been looking for. I'm really excited about that. I want to start him next year. I know that's crazy, but maybe you guys are all about it too. Get your Austin Joseph gear ready. And then we got George Hammond. That's going to be good for defense. Get a couple receivers. Burns. Okay, that's good. We're not done yet. We're going to grab some more guys. Okay, I just wanted to look at that real quick. Again, shout out to everybody for just jumping on. Huge news. Got those big commits. I apologize the chat's not showing up on the board, but you guys can see it off to the side, and I know I can read everything you're saying, so keep it coming. Okay, I don't know how this happened, but Rice jumped us for that. Franklin? He must have visited. Let's look at top schools. Yeah, week 11 visit to Rice jumps them into the lead. I'm worried. So we're about 500, 500, right at 500 points ahead of Florida State. But they're gonna jump because he's visiting Florida State. Basically, we need Florida State to lose this week so they don't get those points, and then we just got to finish strong and see how it goes. Yeah, George, it hasn't looked good for Franklin for a long time, even though I tried to pick up the run game. Okay, so we lost the lead to Alabama there. Did he visit? Week 11. Yeah, he had that Week 11 visit to Alabama, but they lost to LSU, so that's good for us. They could have gotten a lot more points. So we have that Week 13 visit. I'm not saying it's disappointing for Joseph, but the after effects is we don't get those bonus points for the complimentary visit there for Seymour. It's only 50 points, but maybe we can get other offensive players to come that week. It's our last week where we have a game. Okay, so that's good. So we jump Florida State. How do we jump Florida State? Okay, he's about to... Man, everybody's going to Florida State this week. This is crazy. Buchanan's now 4th on our list. Just guys flying off the board. Okay. Okay, we have so many points. Like, I'm just gonna put this all the way up. Well, hold on. I'll do the 300. We'll come back. I don't want to start. We have some decisions we can make here. Okay. With Brock, this was my thinking. I forgot who we did it with last time, but the thinking would be with Brock, crank it up to 500, get the commit, and then you get the points back rather than week to week kind of messing around. We kind of need Brock to visit. I wonder, for some reason, because they're the same position, I don't think that's a good thing. We don't really know how good Hefner is. Well, yeah, we did. We scouted him more. Yeah, we just don't know on his speed. Yeah, we can do a lot on scouting for sure. I definitely want to do that, Simon. We'll do that on some of these guys. Okay, so Clemson's involved with Barrett. Okay. That's interesting. Yeah, so Clemson went ahead and offered Barrett. I think that's new news. I think we were the only one. You can see the change, so they go up big time. I think, yeah, that's what happened. So they're involved there. Again with Williams. I want to scout Williams and just like see what this, because he's a 5-star guy, but his rating's going the wrong direction. Okay, there you go. That shows you why he was essentially under the radar for so long. And you see it right there. The 68, instead of being a gem, he's actually a bust. So this is someone we probably shouldn't pursue. Or at least we know that he's not a 5-star guy. Okay, let's scout the rest. Let's do this. Exactly what we thought. We really liked him. He keeps going up. We got to get this guy. I'm going to go to 500 on him. I really like him. The speed is there. The play recognition is really high for a young guy. Man coverage 84. We've got to get this guy. He now becomes a huge priority for us. Only one that I've offered. We've got to get this guy. Oh my goodness. We need him to visit. So yeah, this is huge. Okay, so again, we only have one more game, week 13, one more week where we have a game to host. So we have to get them all in that week. So this is week 12. We'll push Brown over the edge, but then we can have guys visit week 15, but there's no game. And you lose out on a bunch of bonus stuff. Okay, so let's kind of go to the next guy. Number 6 tight end, but I want to scout these guys. Hold on. I'm gonna slide him up. Again, drop in the comments if you're seeing stuff that you want to do specifically, either with scouting. Okay, we've got to get we've got to get Dukes to visit next week. And he's not even close. That's a huge jump. And he's just not ready to visit. Orange and Green Blood, you're here. Glad you're here, man. I apologize. I missed your message earlier. Glad you're here. A little issue with the chat. You see it off to the right on the screen, but we've got it going. I can see every message, and it all shows up when you play it back. So we're okay. We're okay. We're okay. Let's go ahead and let's finish him off. He wants to visit. Well, hold on. Let's do this one. And I don't know how you guys feel, but I'm okay with dropping Drew. We got Joseph, and I'm fine with just one quarterback because, again, we'll have Perry for next year as a senior, Tate Martell as a senior. Then we have Van Dyke on the roster, and now Joseph, 4 quarterbacks for next year. I'm okay with dropping Drew. Nothing really stands out for me here. I don't like that he's a 72 going down. The throw power, the throw accuracy is basic. Speed is a 79. That's pretty good. Man, I like that this guy's big. I think he's 6'3", 220 as a scrambler. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and scout here. We've not even offered this guy. Okay, so he goes up. Pass block rumble. I feel good about him. Let's offer him. Yeah, you guys want to drop Drew? I'm good with that. Hold on, one thing at a time. I'll go back up to Dukes. Let's offer Cliff. We need some O-linemen, and let's get him in on a visit. And we're scheduling it for, again, week 13 to get the complimentary visits. There we go. Good. Glad we got that. And I'm okay with going up. I'll go up to here. We can come back. Yeah, drop Drew. I'm good with that. Again, if it went the other way, we would have kept him and then had some decisions. Where were we? Okay, you wanted 500 for Dukes? That sounds good to me. And I don't think this matters to recruits where you're at on the board, the ranking. I just kind of sort the guys with the most points up at the top there. Okay, did we do everything we can on Dukes? We can scout Dukes. Simon wants to scout Dukes. We'll do that. Holy moly. Oh my goodness. We got to get this guy. Are you kidding me? 87 catching. Oh my, we got to make him. We'll put him right there. I need to go back and maybe you guys are here. I definitely got to give some love to whoever found. I apologize if it was one of you guys already. I apologize for not knowing off the top of my head. But the person that found Dukes last week, Jack Brown was another guy somebody discovered, and Torian Buchanan as well. I need to make sure I know all three of you guys. I need to make sure that you guys are getting credit here. Let's scout Buchanan. Goes down, but those are good. Those are good marks. Speed's really good for safety, and Buchanan's 5'11", 200. Zone coverage, the block shedding's fine. That it's low. Yeah, I like his physical attributes with his speed, acceleration, jumping. Tackles an 80. That's good. Pursuit, play recognition. That's good. Okay. But man, you see Buchanan, the play recognition and pursuit, and now you look at Brown. And it's just like, wow, we got to get Brown. And I think he's 6'2", out of Cooper City. And I'm okay, so let's go back. George wants to drop Buchanan. Okay. I mean, maybe. The only thing I would say is this point in the game, I don't know if we're going to add any new guys on the board. So these are kind of who we have here is who we're going to recruit. It's kind of how I look at it. And we just don't have a lot of safeties. I'm okay with putting the points down, but just completely dropping them at a position where we would definitely take them. So again, Brock. Yeah, we need to land his commitment. That's what we need. Hefner, we have not talked about at all. I just never talk about him. We've been in the lead, and I hardly put any points on him. Let's make a decision on him in terms of. Okay, so he's 93 speed as a running back. I feel like we do need to. Let's go ahead and add him. I'll go 75. We're quickly going down on our points, though. Here we go. Thomas, what's going on? Welcome. Add more for Hefner, says George. Thomas, thanks for joining us. We got some big news. We got 3 commits, 2 5-stars, and now we're scouting. So we still have about 1,000 points. These guys are just on our board. I don't there's some decent guys in here. We can, if you guys want to scout all these to get the 50%, we can just start doing that on all of these guys. We liked them at some level. Again, Jackson Jean, the D tackles. I definitely want to take some points off Williams here, because you can't look at him like a 5-star. Maybe look at him more like a 3-star that we would take. It looks like. What did we decide here? I guess he'd be a D tackle. Scout Gibson and Davis. Yeah, Davis was the other guy. Let's go ahead and do that. There's a reason why I liked him last week. This is a true hidden gem. +9. He's going to get 500 points. We've got to have this guy in the roster. I don't know what position he's going to play, but you look at the throw power, the accuracy. That's good, but his man coverage is an 83, zone coverage 85, 88 speed. This guy, is he going to see? That's exactly the thing. Maybe he's going to challenge Joseph. +9, true hidden gem. Big time get. We got to get him on board. He wants to visit. Barely, but we're bringing him in week 13. Yeah, see, they have him as a quarterback. That's how we get the bonus goals. So and you saw it was listed, so it seems like he's more of a quarterback. But I'm okay if we'll put him at safety. We'll figure out a good spot for him. Pass for 250. Definitely need to do that. I'm not worried about any of those quarterback stats after last week. I'll bounce back. You really want to drop Buchanan? I like getting all these things scouted. We're definitely I'm definitely looking forward to next year and like being able to scout guys a lot quicker. Let's do Gibson as well. So he goes up quite a bit. But not surprised. We like this guy. Remember, we offered him. He is visiting. He's got that week 15 visit. Let's close out. Good. We can close him out on the scouting. Again, another guy we got to have here. I'm ready to drop Williams. Curious, let me know what you guys think. I just want to get all those. I don't like them, and when we got these 79 sitting here. Man, both of these guys are nice. Turner definitely is a big time guy. We gotta. I'm gonna keep going on him. I don't even know what's going on with Turner in the recruitment. We're the only one that have offered, but we've not done a lot of points. Got a ways to go to get a visit. Feel like we got. Let's do more on him. More people are gonna get on him if they keep scouting him as well. Once they find out he's that good. Man, we're almost out of points here. I want to scout all these guys though. Oh man, I like finding out exactly how good guys are. Both the tacklers are better than Williams. Yeah, I agree. And here's what we got at D tackle. I would rather take a chance on those guys. What are we doing here? Taking a look at Buchanan for you. George, I think that if I were to guess, I think the big thing that stands out to you is that down 1,600 points this late in the game is alarming. You know, looking back on him or all of the guys, we should have made more of an effort to get everyone to visit week 13, because now I don't know how we're going to make up for this. Even if he visits week 15, I don't know if we can get that many more points. The only thing I would say is the two schools ahead of us, Louisiana Monroe and Air Force, are not scary programs. He's from Texas, but Texas is way behind us and they've not offered. A request to scout Gene. Let's do that one. That's good. So again, we'll close out him. Solid. Not great, but solid. So trying to figure out if we know who's better. Oh, we might as well. Well, I want to scout Jackson too, because his pursuit and play recognition are both in the 80s. His finesse move is in the 80s. I feel like the power move, if this thing comes back, he might end up being better than Gene. Maybe. Almost jumped him. So Gene has a little bit more speed, but again, Jackson's got those 80 pursuit play recognition, which is good for a freshman. Power moves are the same, but Jackson's a little bit. It's weird. His finesse moves are better, but he's got less speed. Yeah, George, definitely the highest squad. I love that too. I like looking for that, and I think that's how we found these guys. I remember the thing is when we went back, we were looking at those low lock percents, had to make sure because we're getting late in the year. Okay, let's drop Roberts. He's not as good as Gene or Jackson. Like, if you look at his pursuits of 71, power moves of 74. Like, he's not going to be better than these two guys. So let's go ahead and move off him. Yeah, I want to scout. I'm okay with taking Shelby off because he's a tight end. I feel like we just go all in on Dukes. We would still have for next year, so Jordan and Mallory are juniors. So assuming they both come back, but then you still have Mamorelli on the team and Larry Hodges. So we don't need 2 tight ends in this class. And yeah, I don't want to spend all the time to figure out if Shelby's good or not. Again, just trying to make some decisions on these bottom of the end guys. Weaver, we've always led for him. We've never scouted him. Preston and Barnes. I need to recap. I'm sorry. I need to go back. I'm curious where we're at on O linemen here. We got 6 on our board. Again, we really want Turner. We've offered Cliff. Chavez there. We really want Seymour. That's going to be tough to get, but I feel like we'll get him. I feel like we're going to get Brock. And then Barnes essentially would come if we want him. Here, I want to go. Let's start here. I'm good on this. We'll get 1 running back, hopefully 2. Wide receivers, we're done. Tight end, just the 1. We just looked at tackles, guards, center. Okay, DNs. Gibson, we've offered. Annie's visiting. Barry's just sitting there. We've not scouted him at all. He's just on our board. I'm okay with keeping that, but if you think about our DNs, we're losing Roche for sure. And then Phillips will be back next year because he's not doing enough. He doesn't start for us. And then I guess Rousseau could leave early. Yeah, I'm okay with keeping Barry on the board. We probably got to get a D tackle there. Linebackers are done. Corners, we got to get Brown. Jackson's I'd rather let's take him off. I want to have we need corners, but I want to go after top 5-star cornerbacks next year. So I don't want to just flood it with guys. Safety, I'd really only, I guess we could take 2. We might as well take Weaver off. Again, the time it's, well, we just leave it. It doesn't hurt. But basically it's the time it takes. Here we go. We'll scout Barrett. This will run out our points, but we can change them. Yeah, I've liked Barrett the whole time. Everything's coming back. Barrett, so Buchanan's smaller. Barrett's like 6'3", 190. Buchanan's like 5'11", 200. Buchanan out of Texas, Barrett out of Illinois. So his hit power is good. Yeah, Buchanan's just better. Okay, I'll go back though. I'll show you again why. We're just down 1,600 to 2 schools that he has visits. He can only visit us week 15. We're in the battle with Barrett, with Clemson. I'd like to win that. How close are we to getting a visit? We're a little bit further with Barrett. Orange and Green Bowl, yeah, no playoffs. Yeah, that's one reason why I've not really paid too much attention to the national talk, because kind of is what it is. If we get in, we get in, but just got to keep winning. And like you saw Alabama drop, so you'll see it play. Yeah, I'm okay. Let's take some points off Buchanan. I felt like we tried But look, we cranked it up to, he went to 225 and we still lost 275. So that's basically got to get 500. I feel like what else do we got? Yeah, Buchanan. I'm thinking of it as a tricky situation because, so we're week 12. We could go 500 on them, is what it's going to take. So the 500, you're cutting into it. But the thing that stands out to me, two things. We're down by a lot. He already has visits scheduled. We're week 12. We can have him visit week 15. The problem is, you see the bonus. Typically, we should be way out in front of those other two schools, but we actually have less bonus points each week behind Air Force. Like you look at OU, the plus 335, Texas 355. That's where we need to be to cut into that deficit. And it had to do with location and then playing time. He's not feeling it. So we're just not, he likes, yeah, we're just not going to get this guy. Because I'm thinking, okay, even if we do 500 a week and we get him on the week 15 visit, it goes up. I do like his attributes. I would definitely take him. Number 13 safety in the country. Barrett's 15, I think, yeah. A little bit more range. We get a little bit more weekly bonus points, but we're already in the battle with Clemson. I like that he's taller. I like taller players. So there's that. You guys okay with dropping Williams? Get rid of this bust? Yeah, I feel like coaches probably go through this like, well, let's go ahead and take him. He's a 5-star and it helps our rankings. But the finesse moves is way down. Power moves is way down. That's below the other guys at D-tackle that we like. Play recognition's not good. Yeah, this guy is not worth having out here. It's crazy. He goes one way and then Davis goes the other way. A true hidden gem. I like calling everybody a hidden gem. I bet Hudson was. But like when you get that green icon, that's the true hidden gem. Okay, trying to wrap this up soon. So let's make some final decisions. We have 160 points left. What do we want to do on Buchanan? I'm okay with either way. I can take him off the board completely because I totally get it. I think it's a long shot, or we stay on him. Turner was a guy I really like. I like that he's a 79. That's big time. The fact that he's these 80s popping up, that's going to be really good for a freshman. 91 acceleration. We need all the O-line. I'm really excited about the O-line for next year. This year's been a little bit, it's been okay, but next year everybody should take huge jumps. Brock, again, he's same as Turner. The reason why I really like him, you see that acceleration pass block, like that combination. Hefner, we finally get the scout. Solid back. Let's go back up to the safety decision here. This is one we need to decide on. Let's chime in. Let's make a decision on Buchanan. Again, the JUCOs, Buchanan's a JUCO guy. Barrett's a straight high school guy. We recap, we went up to 225 last week and we lost points on him. How close is he to visiting? Yeah, I think let's definitely, I feel like keep him on the board. Maybe we get that week 15 visit. Those other two schools don't threaten me at all. But the facts are the facts, and we're down by a lot. I'll just do 100 there. I'd love to be able to put Barrett across that line so he visits next week. He doesn't have a visit scheduled yet. Yeah, we're gonna have to beat out Clemson for this guy. Yeah, I definitely want to do more points. We can do 410 on him. I know we can find some more points though. Again, just moving them up here. Turner is the priority for us now. Brock, I'm okay with taking some of his points down. We have a huge lead. Only team to offer him. We're up by 1 million. It's going to take a while for him to commit. I understand the strategy. Again, pushing it to 500, get the commit, then get all the points back. But it's just a way for us to get some more points right now. And I don't know if he'd commit next week anyway. And he's going to visit, so he's going to commit in week 13 for sure. We can be patient. Plus, we get those bonus points. Anyways. Oh, yeah, we'll go Barrett. I want to go Turner. More on Turner. The 79 I really like. Same thing with Hefner. We should get hopefully get commits in week 13. Did we scout Gibson? Yeah. It's going to take more points for Gibson because we have a slim lead. He's going to get probably more points, but we can deal with that later. More on Hefner, just to make sure. Yeah, we've been sleeping on Hefner the whole time. It doesn't feel like if we lose out on Franklin, that'd be a huge priority. I'm trying to find some more points for Hefner. We're maxed out right now, the 5,000. Yeah, I think we're... Yeah, I I feel okay with everything. Everything is what it is. The only one I'm kind of thinking about right now is Buchanan. Again, that one's staring at me. That down by a bunch of points. It just feels like, well, why are we even doing 75? George, Miami need a center for this year's class. Yeah, with Gaynor. And then Clark. The only thing I would say is in the offseason, you can switch positions on guys. And so that would help on their awareness going into the year. And the way I have it set up, guys are kind of shuffling into center. But I can see it right now. Like I said, I moved Donaldson in there just because the way it shuffled in, I got Walker in the game and Williams. So I put Donaldson in there, but he'll leave for next year. But I have Scaife in there now, so maybe we make him the center. But I'm not too worried about center position. And as far as centers, we have this guy at the bottom, Barnes. Illinois offered. We've not done anything with other than add him to the board. And we're down by a bunch. It doesn't feel like we're going to have a chance at him. He's going to visit Florida State. Wow. We've not even scouted him. I think this is it, guys. Unless it's the Buchanan thing. If you have a strong feeling, let me know. I understand why to put on Hefner. We've got a good lead though. We've been doing like 25, 50 points most weeks. Yeah, Simon, that's the big news. There's no doubt how big of a gem. I was excited about him, but to get it back and actually know that he's a huge gem, that +9 overall. And guys, you want to talk about being excited about someone. He could legit start at safety next year, or I could make him the starting quarterback. Because the dual threat stuff with his throw power accuracy is fine. The 83-77 combo with the 88 speed is definitely intriguing. Or, like I said, that man coverage, zone coverage pops out, play recognition, pursuit, all really good. This guy's going to be a lot of fun. Trevor Davis, remember the name. You guys saw it here. You guys are in on it. Last week we found him. This week we discovered he's a hidden gem. He's visiting week 13. Only school to offer him. We need to go ahead and we're a little bit of, it'd be great to get him to commit, but we'll bring him in on the visit out of Florence, Alabama. Shout out to Florence. We got this hidden gem out of Florence, Alabama. I don't know much about Florence. I'm gonna have to do some research. Just like with our boy Anthony Hudson out of High Point, Florida. Had no idea where that was. It's in the Tampa region. Gotta learn about our guys. And our 5-star quarterback, big news. Austin Joseph out of Westlake, Ohio. I think this is definitely what we got to see. I'm going to let you guys know, our coaching staff is going to go check out Trevor Davis in high school. That's the big news you guys are getting. That's the big news. And I think we're going to wrap this up. We'll just wrap that up. Simon, real quick with Williams. He was a huge bust, a 68 overall. Even though he was a 5-star, he looked terrible with the ratings. I didn't know what we could do with them. He was an athlete that didn't look like he was better than our D tackles and our O linemen that we have slotted. So we'll move on from that. I'm going to wrap this up. Just want to thank everybody for doing this. It's really a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. I'll get this chat thing figured out. But definitely appreciate everyone. And keep showing your support. Big game next week at Duke. And then we got Virginia and Pitt. And definitely want to finish strong. Get to that ACC title game. We clinched a spot there. Definitely. So, definitely. And also, just a reminder, check out InsideTheU.com. Coverage of the Hurricanes, all sports, all recruiting, everything you need there. And hopefully you guys have a good day. Thanks again for joining.